Hello, hello. Another match in the round one virtual Betfred Snooker 19 World Championship Tournament is here. I'm joined as ever with Captaingoodspeed. Hello, Joe.
Hello, everyone.
Another one to go. This is exciting
Yeah.
stuff. This is going to be an interesting one. This is Virtuosoreloaded playing as Neil Robertson. Playing J. Page Martin, playing as, is it Barry?
Yeah, Barry Hawkins. Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of things about J. Page Martin. I've heard he's a very good player and one to be feared. So I'm interested in this one.
He's one that I've heard of before this competition, which, no disrespect to the people I haven't heard of, but if you've been heard of in the snooker community by people who don't religiously play online, then you must be pretty good at the game. So.
You're always up there at the top somewhere. So we're gonna crack on. So it's the first frame. It is J. Page to break. That should be playing.
Yeah. So Barry Hawkins breaking off, and he's moved that white right next to the brown. This is exactly how I break off on Pro Plus, but I don't have the guts to do it on Master. But he's played this quite nicely. This could end up in behind the green.
Wow, look at that for a break. Look at that for a break.
Lovely.
Well, maybe the rumours were true, Joe, about J. Page. Look at that.
We'll learn a lot about Virtuoso here on how he plays this shot. I think you can find out a lot about how people play with how they get out of this particular snooker. So
yeah, I mean, for me, he's putting a tad of side on it. I don't think it needs it really.
No, as we've said, I think that the white throws off the cushion quite nicely. Anyway,
yeah,
on this game, he hasn't hit it quite hard enough, but he did play the right shot. So
yeah.
Have another go at that. It's worth losing eight points here just to get this absolutely right. Because if you hit it too hard, he's going to leave that red next to the black. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just needs to add a couple of % on to that. There you go. 18.5 should be just about enough. Only just though. But he's got to get it in the sweet spot still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good.
There we go. Ooh. That was close.
Did that hit the pink? I don't think it did.
Yeah,
it did. It did. It flipped the pink. I thought it might have, but he's very unlucky there.
The ref in this game has got an eye of an eagle.
Yeah. There was actually a bit of controversy earlier in the tournament. I think it was yesterday's match with Dave Gilbert and Ronnie. So it was a touch and ball was called.
Yeah.
And Dave Gilbert played away, but it was called a foul.
Oh.
Which I've never seen in the game, and I didn't actually notice it live, but a lot of the comments were saying so. But that's.
So he had a touch and ball, played it away. Was he on a red and he just played it away?
Yeah. He just played away. He was touch and ball with a red. I presume so. He might have been touch and ball with a pink. That might have been the issue. I don't know. I'd have to look back, but there was a lot of uproar about it in the comments as usual. Now, has he hit a red there? Yeah, he has. Virtuoso back again.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get a tippy-tap match. This is kind of...
he's playing away here, so...
Yeah, that's true, actually. But, I mean, he's playing a shot that you would play here. You don't like the tippy-tap stuff, so he's...
Yeah, I like to get away, back up the table.
It's not a bad effort.
It's not bad. He may have left that red to the left corner, though.
So close to getting behind the brown there. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We've seen some good snookers played. I think Sperrin played one against Welshbourne, sorry. And then he put it right behind the yellow. So some good safety play in this tournament.
Yeah, there really has been some good. I think some of the safety shots are what's going to make shots of the tournament. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because they're so tough.
Yeah, that's a nice safety shot there. Possible shot to nothing on that red.
Would you do that, Joe? Would you do that?
I'd be tempted by that. I think you're going to get the cue ball safe. So it's always what I look for, really, because that's a bit of a negative safety, and he's left a possible red to the right corner. I don't know if J Page is going to be interested in it, but this would be a horrible shot in real life.
Yeah, you wouldn't, would you? There's no way.
I probably would play the pot, to be honest.
In real life?
Yeah, I'd try and drop it in, and just keep the white sort of half ball on the black, because I don't think you're leaving anything there.
True. Your club tables must be better than my club tables, because that would roll off a mile probably on that.
To be honest, the club tables are not too bad, and well, in the northeast. I don't live there anymore, but
I did manage to get a couple of frames of snooker just before the whole quarantine kicked off, and I was in Preston, of all places. Preston,
eh?
Working in Preston, took my cue up there on the off chance. Had a couple of games.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah.
I just feel like Virtuoso's not thinking of the big picture with these safety shots. He's left another slight tempter for J Page, which
I think if he's got to be careful, because he keeps leaving these tempters. He's going to go for one eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would be going for this one, Chinny, because it is a chance to open some reds into play. And
would you drop it in or play it a little bit more?
I think I'd play it firm. I think if you drop it in, you risk snookering yourself and leaving yourself in trouble. He's playing the shot I called, and he's not three-in. Goodness me, I don't think I've ever seen that, Chinny.
That is insane. Oh my God, just to make sure,
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen 3 reds potted at the same time.
That's crazy.
What a shot from J Page. But he can count himself a bit unlucky, because he's, those 2 reds could have went over the corner, and he might have had a nice easy red to get on here. But would you be playing the green and stunning up for one of those reds?
I think so. Yeah, I'd have a go at it. It's a very, very small window. Oh, he's gone for the blue, but yeah,
playing the blue. He can roll forward, but
that's an even smaller window.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot there. I think you're playing for that gap between the black and red, and that's very tough to get with a run through.
He's on the wrong side of the pack there. You're on the right side. You got 2 reds. On the left, you got 1, and it's such a tiny, tiny window of getting that red.
I mean, you got a possibility of being on 3 reds if you go down the left-hand side, because
you got
that red next to the black goes, and the one below, obviously, as well. So, yeah, but he's just played the roll-up.
We do forget about the nerves, Joe. I mean, we've been
commentating
on these, and still the nerves can be there. And
and as we've said, we're looking on a smaller screen here, and we can see the shots from here. But if you're looking on your TV screen, certainly my TV screen's on the wall, which I've realised is why I don't like the high blacks anymore, because they tend to be quite high on the screen. So I noticed that when I was doing a bit of practice. But either which way, Virtuoso's playing this thin one away, which is exactly what I'd do here, because you're not going to leave any reds on. I'd be playing it a bit harder than that, because you've got to come off 3 cushions to get back.
Yeah.
Might be okay.
Oh, no,
it looks good, actually. Looks really good. Well played.
Nice shot.
4 cushions.
Why not?
Well, exactly.
Why not?
Now, this red on the right-hand side, you could quite easily knock it over the left corner if you don't hit this spot on.
Oh, well, look at that.
He's hit that perfectly. And
what a shot.
Something I've been really impressed by, Chinny, is how good people are on that power bar.
I know. It's scary.
Yeah. Their reactions are so good, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't think it pushes through exactly when you push it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of button lag.
There's a little bit of a lag, isn't there? So you've got to sort of. It's just playing the game day in and day out. That gets you used to that.
Yeah, he's missed it there though. Look.
But there you go. He's missed the power bar. It nearly worked out all right because if he'd flicked it on the way back, that might have turned out quite nice there. But
foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins, foul and a miss.
It's not quite a free ball, so. But J Page getting a nice little lead here from all these fouls from Virtuoso. This is what, the fourth foul so far?
Yeah, and
this time he's hit
he played that one well.
He's okay though.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think
now I've seen a lot of complaints yesterday, Chinny, about the safety play, but I couldn't disagree more. I think the safety play has been some of the best action of the tournament because
I think
it takes so much skill, doesn't it?
It does, and I think there's a couple of things really. There's probably a lack of understanding of the game, maybe, but also, I mean, look at that, Jesus!
Shaved the paint off that.
Yeah.
And a nice little flick off the yellow as well. But...
Also, it's like when somebody does a safety wrong in real snooker, they probably still would hit the ball. Whereas in this game, when you mess up on a safety shot, you miss it, which you don't really see in professional snooker. So
you see it sometimes when they're playing thin shots. They might miss it a couple of times on the way down. But what we're talking about is they're missing it by 0.1% and busting the reds open, for instance. That wouldn't happen in real life. And I think that's something that Ripstone and Lab 42 will probably look at after the tournament.
But that was like one of my safety shots against Halborn. Like, you know, I missed the power bar by like 0.1%.
Yeah.
But it hits the ball so thick that it just looks like a really, really bad shot, you know.
100%. And it costs people the match, which, you know, I think particularly happened yesterday with Ronnie and Dave Gilbert. It was, you know, a very, very minor mistake on reactions, and that cost him the match in the end. And I did feel really, really bad for Sperrin, actually, after that. But, you know, we've got what we've got, and the people with the best reactions are the ones that are really succeeding at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, these two haven't got much of a problem with it.
No, I mean, like, J Page is just absolutely, like, just hitting it so thin. I've never seen that, someone hit it so thin. And just nailing the power bar every time. It's so impressive.
Yeah.
So difficult to do. So the frame's kind of paused a little bit now. It's just all been a battle of the safety. Look at that. He's done it again.
It's so thin. I think possibly the secret is he's not actually hitting it too hard. He's just you know, floating the safeties a bit, which is hampering his cue ball, but it's not moving the red a lot. Now, this is a really tough safety. I'd probably be playing thick off this red into the black and trying to swing that white round a little bit. Yeah, because this could easily go wrong.
Well, he's playing it
could end up in the back of the pack here.
Yeah, if he misses the power bar here, when he has, and he's hit it thick.
He's got away with that, because if he'd hit that thinner, that would have...
That's so lucky.
You know, that was actually the line I was talking about, hitting that thick and swinging that white back over, which it's worked out well for him.
Wow.
But again, you can't hit this red thin.
Oh,
because you do that.
What?
There you go.
Wow.
You just could not. You
know
hit
what
that
though?
Thin.
Like,
he's got away with it, unless
he's got this tricky red here. I mean,
also fancies this, which it's not easy as your first pot of the match. This,
no.
Knowing that you're 22 points behind. The only thing I could say is if he screws it over to the right, he's not going to leave a red. So
I think I would. I'd either screw it back or stun it up to the brown and green and play it with some pace maybe. But it looks good to me, and it is.
He's played it really well. Now, he sacrificed position a bit there, but I agree with where he's put the white, because he wasn't leaving anything if that red missed.
This is not an easy, but it looks a lot easier from this view than when you're looking down the cue. But
yeah, it definitely does look a lot easier, but he's got to avoid the yellow when he's coming back down the table.
I think he's he's debating here whether to play it off the top cush or not, and he looks like he is going to play it off the top
Yeah,
cush.
it looks like he's queuing down a bit on it, but that blue nearly missed. But as I said, he's hit that yellow.
Yeah, he's all right.
Which he's okay. Yeah, could have went wrong, but
yeah, just he can roll it forward for the black here. He just has to be careful not to roll it too far forward, and then I'd be in favour of getting that next red next to the black out the way, and then you got to start thinking about, can you chip away at the pack? Is it worth? It's not a great pack to go into, and he's got a loose red at the bottom there.
Yeah, I think I'd be tempted to try and get on that bottom red and just power through the pack a little bit.
Yeah,
because it is just a very narrow pack.
You ain't gonna. I don't know. It's gonna be really, really tricky on Master Plus when you don't have the cue ball line to get into that.
I do
pack.
think maybe that a short cue ball line might be in order on this difficulty. I don't know. I didn't find it too hard to play on on this difficulty, but certainly for people learning the game, maybe the option to put it on for a little bit. But it looks like he's just going to try and drop this in.
Yeah, he's just looking at how much he can get away with here. But I think this is going to be too hard for that red that he's looking at on the bottom cush. So, that might be a great shot.
Yeah, I think he's perfect on this red to just power into the reds. It's one of those though that gets in your head, because if you miss this red,
it's frame. Yeah,
it's the frame over. But he's screwing it. I think I'd be tempted to stun this. Just got a bit more control over the white that way, but he's not playing it with too much power, so...
No, he should just come back. Look at that. Well, that's a lovely
shot.
Yeah, that's a really nice shot. Can't say that I would have played it like that either, but I
would have powered it in, but
that's probably, I don't know, as good as you can get, really. Yeah, a little high on this black. He looked at the yellow, but that looks into me.
It's just always important on these shots that if you have a little bit of doubt, you just take that extra second to steady yourself. He's playing it with a bit of the left-hand side, which I don't know what difference that's going to make particularly.
He's just going to bring it up on the left side of on the same side of the spot guaranteed. He would have been a little bit closer to those reds maybe, but it's a shot what the pros do a lot from that position. Put a little bit of left on, just to make sure that the white comes back on the same side. But he's following this through. Yeah, that's a good shot. I wasn't sure if he was going to miss the black on that one, but he did. So I don't know. I'd be tempted to get rid of that red by the cushion. It's the only real problem red.
It's a little bit of an insurance policy though. If he lands high on the black, he can easily get onto that red. I'm with him here. Just screw this back. Play for an option of 2 reds into this right corner pocket. So comes off the cushion a little pacey. He's got that one under the pink. So
yeah, he's all right. I don't know about you, Joe, but I've played Pro Plus since practicing in Master Plus, and the game feels a lot easier. I think also we're completely match sharp at the moment because we are practicing a lot, and I sometimes find with Pro Plus that I'm unstoppable, but then if I don't play the game for a while, then it can easily catch up on you. Because even though you've got the cue ball mark, you still got to know how to work that cue ball about, and it's just the sweet spot is a lot more forgiving on Pro Plus. I think that's the biggest difference for me. Yep.
But this is a really measured break so far from Virtuoso. He got into the reds early, playing the shot we suggested, and you just want to drop this red in, probably a little bit of screw just to help you widen the angle a little.
Yeah, just to reassure yourself that you're not going to go into that black.
Yeah, you really don't want to kiss that black because it could go wrong, and it just looks like a natural to go into the black from here, to me.
Oh,
he just missed it. That was so close.
He's on the pink here, but like you say, he just would have widened that angle. Would have been on the black a little bit easier here. He could have played for more reds, but I don't think he's going to be worried about this pink. This one's
no. These pinks into the middle. In real life, you could potentially mess this up, but on the game, it's not too bad a shot. Again, though, I'd be stunning it in. I think for the red to the right of the pink as we look.
Mm-hmm.
I just think playing at this soft, you risk running a bit too far, but he's okay. Actually played with a lot more pace than I thought.
Yeah,
27%. But
I think because the balls are closer together than we realised. But this is not easy. This red.
No, it's looking a bit thin to me at the moment. But on that camera angle, it looks completely different, doesn't it? But we always say you've got to check in both cameras, and I think he's played that really well. Where's a cue ball? That happens so often on this difficulty. You just end up going in off willy-nilly. He's looking at those two reds now. I don't think they're potable. He might be worth having a lineup of it from where he is to see if it is possible. But
yeah, I don't.
He's
think
not. He's not interested.
No, I'll just probably just screw it back for this red near him.
Yeah, or follow through for the red on the other side. Much of a muchness here. It's just what he prefers.
He's just off centre, so you kind of know you're not going to go in off here if you play it either way. There you go.
Yeah.
He's playing it.
It's just overrun that a little.
So easy to do. So easy.
Yeah. I'd always err on the side of hitting that too hard.
Because now he's got it really.
I find it a bit easier to play them from the other side of the table than cutting it back. This is really tough. It's so easy to hit these thick. Playing it with screw will help him.
Yeah, I mean it's 51-20. What's that? 29.
No problem there.
It's there. Great shot. Great shot.
Yeah, he's still got work to do here. He hasn't won the frame by a long stretch, so.
Yeah, as you say, Chinny, 30 points in front. This pink to go 36 in front with 59 on the table. So I'd just be bringing this back for the red on the side cushion, and he's got that red on the top cushion, and he'll only need these two reds with colours for the frame. So
at this
don't
point,
disturb those reds.
Yeah, he doesn't need to worry about those two reds at all.
Yeah,
you know,
and leave them there as an insurance. If you miss, J-Page has to deal with them.
Yeah.
Then. We haven't really seen many counter clearances in this tournament yet.
No.
I'm sure they will happen as the tournament goes on.
Wow.
But that red, it just reaches. But he's underhit it. This isn't easy to hold for the red. He might be tempted to play a little cannon here.
He's putting slight bottom left on the ball.
Yeah, this. I think you've got to sort of follow through here if you're going to do anything. I think stunning it, you're almost guaranteed not to hold for it.
Yeah,
you can't get into the white enough.
He's going all or nothing on this shot, as you say. He's stunning it, and look, there you go.
Yeah, I just didn't fancy that angle. Now we'll get a good look at this red. I don't think it goes.
The left one might. I don't. Go on.
Well, he's 44 points in front. You've got to be kidding me, haven't you?
That's crazy.
I mean, J-Page must be fuming.
Just the red required here.
That's insane.
There's no way he played for that.
No problem there.
Just about went.
So, 45 points in front now. That red was enough to win the frame. So, this has been a really good break from Virtuoso.
It has, yeah. It's kind of like a break out of nowhere, really. He had a lot of work to do. Didn't think he would. 74. He just keeps doing that. He just keeps doing that.
When you play with screw, you've got to hit it with a bit of pace for it to take.
Yeah.
If you just drop it in, you almost drag the cue ball into the black, and it just takes all the pace out of it.
It loses so much pace before it gets to the object ball that the white's got nothing left after it. So,
I mean, these are very tricky, and I don't think that's close.
That's a long way off.
So, well, I mean, I don't think J Page will come back to the table. He's 52 behind. 3 snookers, but
you might be tempted.
I suppose where the yellow is, you might have one go at it, but he's playing the red.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking pot red and black. And then try and get a snooker on this fast red. The only reason I say that is because if he gets 1 snooker and a free ball, that'll be enough to get back into it. So I'd be tempted to keep the red on the table here.
He's missed it. I reckon he's going to resign.
That's a bad miss, to be honest, and I wouldn't have expected that.
No, I thought he was going to concede then, straight up for a rage concede, but no.
I think I probably would have. Get on with the next frame. But Virtuoso's just going to drop this in.
Oh, what a shot!
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, good shot. So, yeah, I think that'll be the end of this first frame. But
I think you look at the black here. He's gone for the yellow, but
he's playing the yellow. He's got to get back onto the yellow here. Remember, I don't think he's particularly bothered at the moment.
He's just hitting them. I think I'd just play the black, man. It's just it's so easy to get.
Or the blue. I mean, the blue seems pretty straight from where it is.
I'm not sure what happened there.
But he's played that quite nice. But these yellows are horrible on this game. But it's a natural to get onto the green as long as you miss that brown. That's not really anywhere near by the looks of it to me.
No, that's not.
Far too soft anyway.
And thick.
Son, hit it a bit harder. What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Don't play it safe when you're 54 in front, Virtuoso. Come on.
Yeah.
Give the crowd what they want.
No.
I'm shocked. I've got to say.
He's not here for the crowd. He's here for the win. He ain't here for you, Joe.
Neil Robertson. Frame conceded.
There
you go.
Well, J Page has conceded. He's had enough of this frame, and that's 1-0 Virtuoso. I don't think we were expecting that at the start of this match.
No, it's it was a tricky one. I think the safety in that game was just some of the best we've seen so far.
Yeah, and if anyone, it was Virtuoso that was making the mistakes on the safety. But well, it's 1-0.
Okay, second frame, and it's Virtuoso Reloaded to break. So can he do it again, Joe? Can he do it again?
I mean, he's gone for the cue ball right next to the brown as well. So playing it a bit risky, and he did miss the power bar there, so he's a little fortunate that he's got such a good break off, but he'll settle for it. Look at that.
That's all right,
It certainly is, because
you'd be all right with that in the club.
You've covered this left-hand side of the table, so you've got to hit that pack thick. That's what J Page did wrong in the last one. He tried to play thin, and he bust the pack open. Because he came off the top cushion, but
that was so close to the pink.
Oh, that slid off. Oh, that almost went completely wrong for J Page, and I'd almost say he's a little bit fortunate it didn't. He hit that way too hard, and as you say, a bit close to the pink. For my liking. Now Virtuoso not interested in playing the attacking safety here, and I'm not sure I would either.
I want to know what gel.
What do you reckon, Ginny? Do you reckon J Page is going to come roaring back here? Or
I think he has to. I think he needs to make a statement. And he, from the first frame, I think this is going to be a safety battle again, because J Page's safety game is so good.
Did he hit the red?
I don't know. I loved the fact that he missed that red, and I just said how good it was. Yep. So there you go. He hit it. So
Yeah, well, I mean, we were saying that we haven't seen things hit as thin as J Page can do it, and
I think
he can do it without even moving the red. So
I think he's going to rely on his safety here for another chance, and maybe that's how J Page does it. But he, Virtuoso has proven that he's also got a decent safety game in him, and it was J Page that messed it up in the last frame. So
that's such a difficult shot that he's just played there with so much left hand side.
It's unfortunate he didn't get behind the green there, because that's exactly what he was trying to do. And
he's limited J Page's options here, though. He can't cue down on the cue ball, so you just have to remember with these shots, you've got to take a few % off the power, because it automatically plays it with a load of top spin. Where's the cue ball going to finish? In the pocket.
Wow.
Wow.
Not often you see that where it hits the middle drawer and goes in the corner.
It's not often, but it's a weird situation when it does happen. I'd just be making him play again from here, to be honest.
That's a wounder. Oh man.
Certainly is. That was tough to watch for J Page, but again he's playing the slightly thicker safety with a bit of right hand side this time, and a little bit soft for my liking, and he has missed it. That's the risk. Where's the cue ball?
No.
I mean, Virtuoso just seems to have come into this frame with a lot of confidence. He seems to be playing his normal game here. And I just hope it doesn't cost him. That he's maybe just pushing the board out a little bit too much. But a possible red into the right corner here. I don't know if he can get to it. It's a bit thin.
Yeah.
He'll be playing safe here.
I don't think he can. But we'll never know.
We'll never know, as they say, because we've not got J Page's footage.
Nope. No. God, it's the weight on this ball, on these safety shots, is so good. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you can see this one though. He's playing it a bit thin. I think he's going for the safety shot here. He's not going for the shot to nothing as you would, Joe. But
yeah, I don't think he could quite see enough of the ball to do that. But so.
Well played. Good safety there.
Decent safety. It's not put a lot of pressure on J Page here, but
again, look at that.
And this could end up nicely behind the yellow, depending on his flick on the brown. He's a bit unlucky there. But that brown is a lovely target.
Yeah. I feel like one of them is just going to get a killer of a snooker here if they keep going. I hope so.
I wouldn't be playing this with right-hand side, because with the brown off its spot, you've not got a lot of coverage in the middle of the ball cushion. And I feel like the way he's playing this, that's where the cue ball is going to end up.
Yeah, I think it's going to like around the green, maybe past the green. If he plays it like this.
I just don't think he's playing it thick enough to do that. But Powerbar helped him out there. Or not. So, but it could have went a lot worse. None of these are easy.
No. You've got to
maybe be playing the middle red of 3 into the left corner and play the white back up.
That's the Joe shot right there. That middle red of 3 on the right into the left corner. Play it for nothing. Hit it slightly thin if you're unsure. But no, he's just
taking the safety, which
he's just skimming the paint again.
Yeah. But that red's still there, and I'd be even more tempted to play it this time.
That's got your name written all over it, Joe, that one.
Yeah, it does. And he's come round to have a look at the pot and angle. And it does go, so...
He's having a look.
I just wonder whether J Page maybe thought it didn't pass the black, or... I don't know, just... I don't think you can get to the top of the world in Snooker 19 playing fantastic safety. So, but he's missed the power bar. And this time, J Page has got to take this on.
He's gonna go for this, surely.
I think you've got to screw into the pack here and
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have the guts, man. I think I'd just roll it
I just think if you roll it in, you've got a chance of being on nothing.
Well,
so
he does.
He has screwed it, but he's very unlucky.
Oh no, I don't think he's got
very
the blue.
unlucky. I don't think the black goes either, Chili.
Oh no! I writ off the black. I was like, well, he's got the cheap blue, but like, I don't think he's got the blue.
Oh yeah. He's
Oh, this is brutal. Because what do you do now? You've split the pack.
I think what you've got to do is play thin off the black and hope to get that cue ball in the right corner pocket. You know, if you can jaw it there, I think you leave the hardest possible shots. But
oh man, there isn't many places on this table now where you can leave it safe.
You can possibly roll up to the black if you get tight to the black. I don't think you leave anything on here.
I don't know. You've still got the red boy in the middle of the table on the left there. He's gone for it, but
he's gone for it into the middle, and that was never really going to win.
I think that was frustration, to be honest.
Barry Hawkins, 1.
Well, that could be his last shot, to be honest. Because look at these reds.
Look at these reds. Wow.
As you would say, Chinny, you would have paid a lot of money.
I would have
done a lot of stuff to get this.
I would have done things I can't repeat to get an opportunity like this. You know, it's just a given. But he's hitting this. Wow. I don't know.
That could have went into the pack and been on nothing.
I mean, look, with a chance like that, I just don't think I could risk anything. I would have gone for a cheap blue and just guaranteed my shots here. But he's.
I agree, Chinny. I'd be getting the black back on it, but he's a bit lucky he's on it. He's not interested. You get that black back on its spot as soon as possible. You've got 2 possible reds you can get on, and if not, you're going to be on a red to the left corner anyway.
Yeah. In this situation, I'm not too fussed about putting the pink back. Just black and the blue, and then you've got 2 decent colours.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where that pink makes everything a bit more awkward than it needs to be, because
for this shot.
It's going to block all those reds. But he's just dropped that in.
8.
I mean, any softer, and I'm not sure that would have dropped. But he's not left himself the easiest red here.
No, I think he's just nudged it on the right line. Yeah, I think I'd just play it a little bit softer than he is and stun it in. And
I think he's doing his power and stuff now. He's one that lines up before power and spin, which always worries me because
it can just change.
It does just throw it off sometimes, but he's played it well. But again, he's just not got good control of this cue ball. And as we've talked about,
he's going to be tempted with the pink here, but he's going to really do some damage if he puts this pink on the spot.
Yeah, I think I'd be playing the yellow here.
Yeah,
even the green's not that difficult.
Look, if the pink goes back on its spot here, he's limiting his
going
reds.
Right in the middle of those reds. So.
Yeah, so there's about 3 or 4 reds there in the middle that can go because the pink isn't there. And if he puts this pink in, then he's drastically, he's lowering his percentage of winning the frame by, a fair few. I'm just making up numbers here, but that's the way I try and look at it. Is like, how many reds are on there that are easy? And now he's hampered himself a bit because he's got 3 or 4 less reds to go at now.
And the pink's not available anymore.
So.
Yeah, we've said it a few times in this tournament, but people tend to like to pop the pink when they get the first chance, and I just think you've got to think of the bigger picture of the frame, and he's now got such hard work to get on reds when it wouldn't have been that hard.
No.
That red that's right next to the pink was available into the right corner pocket here, which would be easy to get on. I still fancy him to get 40, 50 points here, but
definitely,
it's just those little things that going through the tournament,
21.
you might want to just think about that a bit more. But what can we say? We're sat in the commentary box.
How dare we? How dare we?
What do we know?
What do we know? Well,
that red. I mean, I'd be tempted to play the other red. I think this is a bit risky.
I didn't even think of going for this red. I think it's the appeal of it is that it's so easy, but I don't know.
But it might, it could quite easily flick off the other red if you don't get it absolutely bob on. So,
hitting this a bit too hard, I think.
Well, he's not on anything, and
22.
I hate to criticise shots, but it was the pink that spoiled all of that. I think.
Yeah,
I don't think that would have happened.
Even that shot though, he could have just played this red on the right of the pink as we see it now, and he could have rolled for the black and then played that red.
Yeah. He's thinking of cutting this black in now. This is
frustration.
This is high tariff.
Yeah.
This is high tariff, and it doesn't look anywhere near to me, Chinny. It's got to be a lot thinner than this.
Oh, and he missed the powerball by a mile. That's frustration there. That's so he's lost position.
Oh, he's got away with it though. I don't think that red passes the brown. So
no, I think that red 22. On the right is probably the shot. But he's I can see him. I bet he swore out loud there. He's lost position. He's like, oh God, I had the frame and he's just gone for a silly black and missed the power bar just because he's flustered. He's lost it.
You might get that black 1 in 10, maybe even 1 in 20 on this difficulty, because not only have you got to line it up properly, you've got to hit the power bar. So he's missed that.
Oh, J Page just missed it. Not an easy shot. I'll give him that.
I always fancy hitting them into the cushion first on this game. They tend to take it a little easier once they've rolled off the cushion, but he's going into these reds here now. This is risky because you could put a couple of reds awkward here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's missed the reds
by a long shot, and has he
perfect position.
Oh my word! Does this black pass?
Does the black go?
I don't think it does.
The game's flicked up the option, which makes me think that it doesn't. Don't pick the yellow.
It flicks up the option whenever you can't see a colour both sides. So
God, that black does not go. Yeah.
Oh, he can get to the blue. I didn't even think that was possible. He's going to try and cut the blue in, Chinny.
Well, he selected pink.
Go back.
Go blue. No. Oh my God, he's picked the black.
I think he's just going to rest up to the black, which isn't a bad idea, but no, he's back to the blue. No.
Yeah, there you go, blue. Yeah.
It would have been hilarious if he'd nominated pink and went for the. He's going for this,
Oh, I don't know if this is the right shot.
You can see he's thinking about it here because he's played an often shot as it stands.
I think he's rolling.
Does he realise there's a red over the right corner pocket? I mean, it's not easy, but
what? Oh, okay, right.
I think he's.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to make that red as difficult as possible. And to be honest, he has done. He's made that red as hard as it can be. But actually now, if you just hit this the thinnest that you can...
And J Page has already proven he can do that.
Yeah. You know what I can see happening here, Chinny? Making it so thin that it doesn't reach the pocket.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is what J Page has been training for. Look at that. Oh, my God.
Is he going to end up on a colour, though?
The man can shoot an ant off a dead man's eye from 100 metres away.
That black goes past the red.
I think it does. He's a sharp shooter, our J Page. I'll give him that.
I mean,
tricky
that
pop.
black goes in.
Yeah, it does go. Yeah,
he hit it with some pace. So he's back on the table here. This is dangerous.
I mean, he'll be absolutely thrilled that he's only 14 points behind here. This is.
It feels like he's been off the table for so long, but.
Well, he's taking the red on.
Not far behind.
He's a quick player.
Yeah.
That's a top shot.
Ain't messing around.
Outstanding potting.
Maybe a bit too quick there because he's not quite on the pink as he would have liked.
So we've got a different kind of table now. The reds have been open. The pink's not as hampering as it was.
It's not, but these reds aren't easy to get on.
No.
Unless you're down the left-hand side of the table.
He loves playing that middle
Where's
bag.
that cue ball going?
No,
It's all right.
He's all right. He loves playing that middle bag shot really hard, and I'm always tempted to roll those ones in, just in case you
just give it the extra chance.
Yeah. And again, with these shots along the rail, if he's going to go for that, I'd just roll it in. There's no reason to hit it hard.
No, you just roll it in, drop on the black.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
Yeah. Yeah, he's okay.
Well,
what a
this is
I
anybody's
wasn't
frame.
expecting this, Chinny.
No.
I thought when Virtuoso was in, I thought that might be it. But I'd just be tempted to drop this black in and play for the one along the cushion here. But I'm not sure. He might try and go around off 2 cushions for the red into the left middle. That's the other option. The way that brown and green are, it doesn't help the break at all. Because the blue's not on its spot, so it is a bit of a nasty chance, this. He's taking his time.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'd go for here. I mean, he can't really dig into the cue ball to screw it back, which is what I'd want to do. But
you could possibly play 2 cushions, bit of right-hand side, and hope to land on those reds. He is playing 2 cushions. Just hit it a bit hard, though, because that's throwing the angle a bit. And he's not on anything, actually.
I don't know if that red goes, though, nearest. No, it probably doesn't.
I don't think it goes into the left corner. I mean, he might be tempted by audacious plant and screw the cue ball back up.
Oh, I thought it did go for a sec then, but no, he's just rolled up to it. So we're back on the table. A spectator view would be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so we could
just have a look around.
Let's just go and check if the brown passes the green. And, you know,
that'd be great. Sorted out.
Yeah, for snooker 20.
Yeah. All right. So.
I think he was slightly tempted by pushing that. Oh, he's missed it. I think he was slightly tempted by pushing that red onto the other red. It was a risk he didn't really need to take.
And
so
unsurprisingly, he's asked his opponent to play again.
Now then,
put him back.
He's put him back here. I think he's hoping that he's going to miss it again and get warned. No, he's wise to that.
What an odd time to do tippy tap. You know.
With where the reds are.
With where the reds are,
yeah. And it's just so tough to get back up the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in real life, you'd play the red closest, a lot of right-hand side and go twice across behind green and brown, but there's just so much risk of leaving a red over the corner here that you just could not play that in the game. There's only 5 points in this, and that's... Again, a tetchy little shot. You know, I might be tempted to flick off this red and move it next to the pink.
Yeah.
White next to the pink, just to try and open it up again, because there's only a few more shots that they can play here before they're going to leave something on.
This is getting dangerous. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's looking like a plant now. If you had a bit of distance between white and red, I think I'd be tempted to play the plant.
I would. But no. Oh wow, has he made a plant?
That is a plant, I think, but I don't know if he can see it. He's looking at it. He's having a closer look. His cue's in the way, but
in the stiff neck view, I call it.
I think he's more interested in the steps in the background there than the plant.
All the cameramen have gone home in the Crucible. See, he has to hit
from home.
He has to hit the right side of the first ball, which I know they're so close, but it can slide the plant off. It has been.
Yeah. I think this is completely the wrong angle to go at this. He might get away with it. No, it always felt like that was going to happen.
Played it with a lot of screw, and he's landed in an okay position, but he's got an easy red here.
He's got an easy red, but it's the colours that are the problem again for J Page here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's got 5 loose reds. And if he played those with pinks, he would actually win the frame here. So it's on. It is on.
J Page has got another chance here to take this frame. But he's just... I just don't think it's going for him.
I just played that so negatively. You know, I think you've got to punch that in and try and make something happen. But he might well go for this.
The pink or the yellow?
Yeah, pink.
I think he's going to go for yellow. We don't know. We don't have his view.
I mean, possibly the yellow, but
I think yellow's the shot, man. Like, you haven't had a chance. You need some points. You need to get back on the reds.
Yeah.
His pink is so...
I just think with the pink, you can play it as a bit of a shot to nothing, but...
He's having a think.
Yeah, I mean, other option. No, he's playing the yellow, but that was always been worried that he was just going to bash it. And
might pay for that error.
I
Let's
mean,
see
that's...
how this develops.
I just think he's maybe panicked a bit in this match.
He's playing
he
on
didn't
from
need
this
to hit
position.
that high.
No.
And it's just so much harder to hit the power bar when you play it at that
It's
pace.
true.
But,
it's got so much further to travel. Like the harder you hit it, the power bar's so much higher. That means you've got to, wait a lot longer when you. It's just a trickier shot. But hey ho, yeah. He's got this red on here.
He's fiddling around with the white a bit. It's not making that much difference. But
it's the equivalent of like just using your cue to tap it over a little bit here.
He managed to sink this into the right corner.
Yeah, plenty of screw back.
I'd be playing this with run through myself, but same difference. I just think you've got a bit more control with the run through, but he's played that beautifully.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
So, he's going to move back into the lead of this frame.
This is crazy.
There's 3 more loose reds. This looks a bit thin to me. I don't know about you, Chinny, but...
it looks a bit thin, but I think the pocket will catch it.
Yeah, I think he's playing it soft enough, isn't he? So
yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
Well, there you are. Look at that.
7.
Small roll forward for the pink.
Yeah. Now, just a bit of a stun run through here, really.
Yeah.
I suppose you could just run through the other side of the table, but... Yeah. Barry Hawkins not looking very happy over there.
It's okay, Bazza.
He's...
Yeah, it's a bit thick, but he's all right.
Just okay.
Nicely done. Good position to take on this pink.
I think that if that cue ball ran another inch or so, this pink would have been missable, but it should be all right from here.
Yeah.
Just drop this in, red near the black spot. Now, we will need that red on the top cushion, so...
Yes, that's true.
It's to go 12 in front, so...
Well, I think this red goes in the middle here, so I think he's all right.
Yeah.
14.
I can't believe he played for that,
No.
but...
That's when, when people are in the club and they go, played for that, that's when you don't believe them. I don't buy that one at all.
Certainly not into the right middle.
No.
This is an easy.
The left middle. But...
No, with the blue in the way like that. Yeah, play for that one, mate. Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, so screw this off the side cushion. Now he's only given himself one chance to get on that black.
What would you be? Would you go for the loose red here, and would you be tempted to do something here?
I just don't think he's quite got the angle to go into them here.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's just a bit straight.
Mm.
I think if he was a bit higher, I'd be playing that a bit of top left-hand side just to try and disturb them, but he's just stunned across now. I would have been tempted to try and
21.
play for the black off this red, but this is obviously not going to happen from here. So
No.
he's going to go 20 points in front with this red.
Does the red go in either pocket from there? It looks like it does.
I don't think it'll go past the black.
Oh.
So unless you played a very good positional shot and knocked the black out of the way, you're not getting on that red. I might be wrong, Chinny. It might go.
22.
Doesn't look like it from here, I don't think. He's going to have a look. Oh. Maybe he's not going to have a look.
Well.
So this pink puts him 26 in front, so he will only need a red and colour after this. He's almost into the quarterfinal. He's playing this so hard with a lot of right hand side, and what a shot this is!
Sure what happened
that's
there.
unlucky.
Oh, he's unlucky.
That's unlucky.
If he hits the black there, I think
28.
he gets on the red, but I think just thin off this red. Not desperately thin. You want to probably try and get the red to travel back over towards the black. But he looks like he's just screwing this in behind, or trying to get it in behind the black here.
Yeah, it's a tricky shot on Master Plus, this one.
Yeah, he might be having a half go at the double here. The harder he hits this, the more it's going to square up. Oh, it's gone wrong, and look at this. So J Page,
still anybody's frame.
Last chance
really
saloon
tough
for you.
And it hasn't worked
26
out all
points
that well.
behind. He needs every single
Neil
ball
Robertson,
on the table
28.
Wow.
to win by. Well, we don't know yet because he hasn't put the colour. So, but yeah, it's a good shot.
1.
Now, I'd be having a look here to see whether that brown passes the green. I mean, it doesn't matter too much if you put the green
he's
first.
taking it on to the left corner. That's a top shot. Well played.
He's just going to drop the yellow in, play the green into its own pocket. It's very tough to get positioned on all of these colours, and he's just getting down and playing it, and that was the wrong way to play it, son.
I think he really
Would
tried
you
to
believe
force
it?
that over, but he played it so quick.
I just don't know why he didn't drop it in. You're guaranteed to have a shot at the green into the right corner pocket, but he's snookered now, and I fancy him to just whack this.
Yeah, it just feels like he's playing very frustratedly. I don't know. It just feels like J Page Martin just every time he gets a chance, he just seems to just lose a little bit, and then he whacks it. Or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty good chance to at least get back into the frame. Even if you don't get perfectly on the green, just you can drop the white behind the brown. To give him credit, he's actually playing this with a bit of consideration. So I fancied him to just get down and whack it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, he could see it. Well, he's done what he's famous for with the old thin shot.
Yeah. I think
it's
I
a
think
little
you
fortunate
can see
there,
this one. Yeah.
not what he was intending.
Barry
Gonna
Hawkins.
thin him right back, Joe. I think.
This could end up behind the pink if he plays this hard enough. No, that's not gonna quite be enough. It's just a bit narrow in the end, but yeah. Well, you'd feel whoever pots the green wins the frame, and in Virtuoso's case, that's the match with it.
Yeah.
So.
I just feel like both players here have had their chances on this
Pace
frame.
is critical here.
And both of them they've played excellent safety shots like that, but made so many mistakes when they're amongst the balls. I
think
it's not ended well. Tough shot.
It's possibly
not what he was
position
hoping for.
that's let them down. Just playing potentially a shot at the wrong time. Certainly in the case of Virtuoso, I think I would have potentially played for that red along the cushion a bit sooner than he did. That's not the best, and J Page has a tricky shot at this green into the right corner, but I think I just have to play this now.
Yeah, I think I'd be tempted to play this.
Just drop it in. You're guaranteed to be on the brown.
Yep.
If you miss, you lose the match. That's the only thing.
Just the small thing.
You can't win the match by just playing safety.
And he has.
Every shot, and he's playing it again. And maybe if he had his time again, he'd potentially go for one or two more shots.
Yeah.
But he's got it safe, and I suppose Virtuoso has made a couple of power bar errors in this match so far. So this has been really solid.
Yeah.
The safety battle. He has missed the power bar, but he's okay.
Just short of it a little bit, but yeah, he got it.
If you're a little short of the power bar, it tends to be okay.
Yeah.
It's when you go slightly above it that it all goes wrong.
Yeah, that's when it's painful. So, yeah, we've had a safety battle at the start of this frame. One in the middle when the reds were still spread out, and then another one here on the green.
This is a tough safety now because he can't go off the other side of it, so he's having to play it thin off this side. And he's just satisfied with keeping the green safe.
Yeah.
And I
think you can still see this green, so...
Yeah. Yep. Good call, Chinny. So
I think I'd be tempted to go off the top cush on this one, and
yeah, you don't want to move that green near the pocket, do you?
No.
He's
there,
He's played it well, actually. The green looks a lot closer to the pocket on the side shot there, but yeah, thin off this green and come round 3 cushions back behind the pink sort of area. Yeah. I maybe be tempted to play this with a bit of left-hand side. So it's coming round. Where's the cue ball going? That's okay. Just played it a bit pacey.
No, not the result he was after.
But the green's safe, and that's the main thing here. That's all they're focused on.
Yeah.
And Barry looking a bit happier in his seat now.
Yeah, he's perked up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it felt well. This is a good shot.
That's a very, very good shot.
Wow.
Well,
that's a beautiful weight on the cue ball now.
Let's see what happens here.
That's a great shot.
Would you be swerving this, or
I think he might go for a swerve. I think J Page is a bit frustrated, and he just wants to get him in amongst them. He's made some mistakes. I don't know.
I think the brown and the blue are a little bit in the way of the one cushion escapes here.
Yeah.
So
I think I would probably swerve it, but it's such a risky shot at this point. If you miss it, then everything goes to pot. And he is swerving it.
Swerving it. How's your luck?
Oh.
How's your luck? Where's the blue going?
Oh, it has
the
gone
green's
to
over
pot.
the middle.
Well,
and that's why I'd never really be comfortable playing a swerve. I think, that happens more often than not. But
yeah,
this green and the brown for a place in the quarterfinal for Virtuoso, and a very solid performance.
Yeah,
from the Aussie.
I think if I was J Page, I'd be a bit frustrated because you've had some chances and you've had the frame pretty much on both occasions, both frames here. So I don't know. I think he's going to be really miffed with this one.
Yeah, I think he just turned down too many pots for me.
Brown required here.
There it is.
Eventually safety's going to go wrong, but that brown seals his place
in the
quarterfinal, and this is a lovely feeling now.
Yeah,
he's got the blue, easy as you like, and then just drop the pink in or over, and you're through to the quarterfinal.
12.
Well,
Jay Page, well, one of the big names.
yeah.
Competition 2-0
Wow.
in this first round.
That's crazy.
And I don't think, a lot of the guys that have took part in the competition were, would
He's
have
aiming for the left
expected
corner
that at
here.
all.
No.
But take nothing away from Virtuoso, he's been by
he's
far the better player
18.
today for me.
Yeah.
And he's going to go through to the quarterfinal, where he may well be playing Mr. Rainy Lamb,
playing
so
to the
it
right
doesn't
corner
get any
here.
easier for him, does it?
No. He's got a tough one there, but there you go. He's through.
Oh, lovely black,
Playing
and he's
and
through, and he'll be happy
Wow.
with that.
Wow.
Thrilled with that performance.
Crazy. Well, that's it. So, yes, as you say, Virtuoso Reloaded has now got Rainy Lamb, one of probably the best players of the game. And everybody's scared of Rainy Lamb, so he's got a tough game ahead of him. I think Jay Page is going to be frustrated with that one. I think he had some chances that he didn't maximise on, but
That's the way it goes.
the way
It's
it goes
it's
sometimes.
snooker, isn't it? So
yeah. Well, Joe, thanks very much for joining me again.
it's a pleasure.
And we'll be covering the rest of the round 1 matches on this channel with commentary. So make sure you stick around for that. And, well, we'll see you next time.